BTV Weekly ROMcast. I am OddSmith311 here at the BTV studio with FelixNloom.
Yo!
And our good friend up in Hell, Michigan. Well, actually, there really is a Hell, Michigan. Never mind. The frozen wasteland of Michigan. Evil Penguin. Holla.
That's me. Holla?
Holla.
Holla. That's bread.
Holla is bread.
Holla bread.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
But I ain't no holla back.
I ain't no holla bread girl.
What have we started?
Something terrible.
You know what? I have been on the go for like the past 3 days with no time to rest until today. So I have all sorts of shit talking to do. So I'm gonna get it out. I'm gonna waste it all on you guys.
You know what really grinds my gears? Well, before we get on to all that good times, welcome everyone to this week's show. Glad to be back, and lost my train of thought as I generally do. But this week was a pretty fun week. We actually got back to the live streaming finally. You know, as we've been keeping it posted on our end, we haven't been able to do much of the actual live streaming just due to we've actually all had crap going on to where we haven't been able to stream regularly, but we finally got back to it this week and had a lot of fun. And we had a lot of stuff changing on this week's BTV Presents, don't we? Or is that next week I'm thinking of? No, next week's Mother's 3.
Yeah. Well, we've had some changes in recent times, but Mother 3 is ending finally this upcoming week.
Man, it's been such an epic journey.
It has been. It started back in August? September?
September.
3rd or something?
Second. First Monday of the season, yeah.
So, it's been going.
I think you got me talking to that game, too. I really do need to try it out.
I think you'll enjoy it.
I mean, I've seen you play it, and I'm such a fan. I started to say Mother 2 fan. Such an Earthbound fan. I'm not going to name drop like that. I've never called it Mother 2 before, ever.
Getting real pretentious on us. There's a little Mother 2 cameo in this part of the game, in this final section.
I mean, isn't like a Willy Wonka-esque boat ride through a...
Yeah, it plays some really upbeat music. Takes you on a boat ride. Nostalgic boat
Are there
ride.
Oompa Loompas?
No. Well, kind of.
There's no...
There actually kind of are. They're little robotic porkies.
I made an Oompa Loompa that people can download in WWE 2K19.
Holla! You should do that.
What was the name again? I can't remember. Sugarfoot.
That's a great name.
Oh my god. If you don't have an Oompa Loompa in your WWE 2K19 game, you're just not playing the game, right?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing with your life?
Oh, it's tragic. How was the Super Mario World playthrough?
You know what? I didn't get a video up this week, and I apologize for that. So, we are still right at the beginning of the forest, and I'm going to try to record tomorrow for that.
It's okay. It happens.
So, get that uploaded.
You didn't bring your TV and stuff with you to the games?
No, I did not bring my...
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
This is like Glenn. This is like Glenn level stuff, Mike.
Don't you go Glenn on me.
I'm just playing.
Dick.
Hey, we don't keep you in the closet, buddy. So, there. I mean, not that you would ever do that.
Glenn deserves to be kept in the closet.
He does.
Just slide a pancake under there every now and then.
You can't keep Glenn in the corner. You put Glenn in the corner.
Nobody puts Glenn.
The little like dehydrated pouches of milk he has to piss into,
Jesus Christ, man!
Leave your piss bottles outside the door, and we'll have Craig pick them up.
I mean,
yep, that's Craig's punishment.
So here we are.
What was in lieu of Control Freaks this week? I believe you had was it Pokemon?
Yeah, I put up a replay of my of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Pretty much my show from the last week.
Mm-hmm.
Leading up to what was going to play that night.
Oh, sorry, I thought Mike was going to say that.
Oh no, I was just heavy breathing, fat guy.
It's been interesting to see that game because coming at it from someone who just has only really played Pokemon Go,
mm-hmm.
and then I see all these Pokemon. I'm like, hey, I know that guy.
I know.
And
that's great. You're like naming them. Hell yeah.
I was surprised I knew that. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I remember all those guys. But you see them so often now.
Right. It's funny. You get to know them.
I think they did a really good job on that game. Just like looking at how they built. I liked how they built in the Pokemon Go aspect. The kind of
yeah.
What would you call it? It's not a nunchuck on the Switch. What do they call it?
It's called a Joy-Con.
Joy-Con. Yeah, they actually found a good use for the Wii. Instead of building a whole game around it, they put it in just the perfect spot for it.
So you just use like one of the two Joy-Con remotes. It's like a Wii remote. That's what it reminds me of when I play it. Which is cool. Like the select buttons there's like 3. You can press A, you can press either of the top buttons. So there's not just like one button to check and progress the game.
They do kind of look
actually
like
pretty handy.
Like small versions of the Wiimote.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Definitely. That's where Nintendo's in it. That's what That's what makes me think Nintendo's playing the long game. You know what I mean? It's like, no, they were just prototyping with the Wii. And the Wii U. This is like a combination of both of those systems. The Switch is.
You know, that's a really good point. I never thought about that before.
I kind of just made that correlation.
Well, then what was the excuse for the GameCube?
I don't know. That's
GameCube was fucking badass. What are you talking about? Underappreciated, underrated.
I never had one, so I had a 64 and I had a Wii, and that was the last one I had.
Okay, I had a GameCube. I don't know that GameCube suffered because of this. I mean, I guess probably commercially in some ways it did. It didn't have a lot of third-party backing. A lot of the big games for the GameCube were like first-party games. I feel like.
It never seemed like it got pushed.
No, well, it was a time when people were like, it's still kind of a thing. Graphics. And the GameCube had like nice graphics, but that was very much a time of like arms race.
Yeah.
And at least I don't know. That's what people were talking about. The GameCube
it was like
under the
PS2
radar.
Xbox time.
It was.
Yeah. GameCube definitely. I think it just got kind of left in the dust because I think the last big hit that Nintendo had really had was the 64. Even then, I don't know if you can really argue that was as big of a hit as like the SNES. I don't know because I didn't really play it myself, so I don't know if it's just kind of.
It's funny because there's no doubt that like the Genesis and the SNES were different consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because that was the battle before the 64 and all that. But the 64 and the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, are completely different consoles.
Very true.
That was like a diverging point, and Nintendo's kind of done something different ever since then.
No, that's true because, like you guys said, when you had the Xbox and the PS1 or PS2, you had the GameCube floating around the background. Then you had the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Then you had the Wii floating around the background.
Yeah.
Now it's the Switch. And what's funny is that if I remember correctly, the Wii actually outsold both of those for quite a while.
Yeah, I think but we're also talking from like a gaming culture standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the success of the Wii actually goes beyond gamers and gaming culture.
True.
The Wii was very accessible. like for instance, my mom owns a Wii. She still has it set up in her living room and uses it. You know what I'm saying? It was cheap. It was the remote control is like a familiar thing to people.
Mm-hmm. Well, games like bowling. And
I think the motion control is the big selling point for the Wii, for like parties and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
For families, get-togethers, reunions, whatever. You know, everybody. Oh, hey, we can go bowling on the TV.
I mean, we used to do that.
Sure.
Many years at like Christmas and stuff, just playing the Wii.
Oh, it's still a blast. I got mine hooked up still. Well, I got it hooked up again.
Yeah, we got to get ours hooked up.
I'm excited for that, man. I haven't got to play it. I feel the same way about the Wii as I do the GameCube, and I guess given what we just said, that makes sense. The Wii has nice graphics. No, it's not the same level as the 360 and the PlayStation 3, but it wasn't ugly either. And I think
I'll tell you what, though, Super Mario Brothers Wii looks great.
Yeah, it does.
It's beautiful, clean.
The Zelda games on it look nice.
Even Wind Waker. Well, it was Wind Waker. It's a Wii game, right? That wasn't a GameCube. Was that a game?
Wind Waker was GameCube originally.
Yeah, and that had the cell shading, so that wasn't. That's not really a good example, anyway. I mean, not to say that it didn't look good, but it looked completely
right. No, it got a lot of flack when it came out, actually, for that.
Yeah, but it's so misleading because you go into looking at the style, going, this looks like a cartoon. I think that has one of the most, like, I don't want to use the word dark. That's not the right word, but like, that story gets pretty deep, and the ending of the game is pretty brutal.
Dude, game's...
There's no blood, but...
That game's amazing.
Stab a motherfucker through the head with a sword. I mean, shit. It's not, you know...
Hey, spoilers! I never played Wind Waker.
Well, yeah, that doesn't ruin anything. Trust me.
It's like a decade-old game, and I'm saying, hey, spoilers.
Oh, that's... I tell you what, that game... You go into most Zelda games, like I went to... like Twilight Princess, for example, and you go into them with a certain expectation. And Wind Waker, I mean, even though it had a lot of the same, you know, aspects of a Zelda game, to me, with the story, I thought the story was one of the best Zelda stories, like, of any of the games I played in the series, personally. Like, the way, the twists and turns it took you on, and kind of, like, kept me going, oh my god, this is cool. Because you don't know when it takes place in the timeline, initially, and then you start finding out. I don't want to give too much away because that will kind of ruin shit. But you start finding shit out. You're like, oh my god, wait a minute, this takes place then. Like I you know, it's really cool.
It is interesting because it does have a direct connection to another Zelda game.
The opening to Wind Waker kind of gives me chills too when it tells that story. I think that's Wind Waker, right? But the hero didn't appear.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You have to see it, man. It's cool. I don't know what got talking about Wind Waker, but that's okay because it's fucking amazing. But next week, and we'll talk a little bit more in depth about this. We got an announcement regarding Control Freaks to make. So it was still cool to have the new Pokemon game on there. You know.
Oh yeah.
Everybody. I mean, that's the game everybody's playing. Or one of them.
True. And that is what we were talking about, Pokemon. It's solid, pretty solid game.
Mm-hmm. It looks fun. I got that DS now, so I really need to. I don't really have a good. I never had a good excuse not to play one of the games, but I definitely don't now. Especially, you know, they're in the house. I have an extra DS.
We have multiple DSs
on top of like the 18 that you have already. I think I pulled one out of one of my tubs. You're like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, shit, I forgot I had.
I have 2 original DSs and a 2DS and a 3DS. It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna beat that mother. I'm gonna get Metro.
I'm gonna put something in Discord for you guys. Discord. The adapter that I got, that I could hook my Wii up into HDMI.
Ooh.
Bam. $14 on Amazon.
Oops. Have you used it?
Yeah, it works perfectly.
Nice.
I mean, it's it's converting HD or AV to HDMI, so it's not the absolute cleanest.
Yeah.
But
that's pretty sweet.
I can play my Wii on the freaking HDMI on a brand new TV.
That's amazing.
I know. I might have one of those. It wouldn't hurt to have one of those laying around.
No, it wouldn't.
Especially with all these newer TVs we're getting in. You know, we get new shit.
Exactly, and you know, because if you guys have the older systems,
yeah, like
that's the way to do it.
I got the PlayStation 2 out, hooked up to a tube TV, but
yeah, I haven't yet put it through my PS2. I'm planning to do it because there's a couple games I want to record, but I haven't tried it yet.
We need this HDMI switcher.
Ooh, how much is
it? Glorious. $10.
Might be making a little order off of Amazon tonight.
Little.
I need to get one of the HDMI switchers myself.
Yeah, I want to get everything. We got to get some damn furniture in here. We got our. I showed Mike. I sent Mike a picture of the setup right now. I should post that on the Twitter.
You should.
We have our eye on a piece of furniture from IKEA. I don't know how many times I've said that, but we'll get it eventually. It's got a bunch of cubbies in it, so we'll be able to put the systems.
That's what I want, because I have 7 systems sitting here in a row.
Right. Well, what do we got? Right now we got 2 PlayStations hooked up and the Switch. Oh, and the Raspberry Pi, of course. Which, oh shit, we're totally getting off subject. Welcome to our podcast. Fuck. I've been pumped. We've been getting the studio set up little by little. The little Raspberry Pi is running RetroPie. So I took some command strips and I just attached this thing to the back of our TV.
They are one.
So I upgraded the TV.
That is fantastic. I need to see that.
I'll have to send a picture.
I absolutely have to see that.
It's great.
We've been playing the shit out of it too. In fact, I might try to stream some more Zelda. I've been trying to get through Zelda 1 because I want to play 1.
I was gonna say, is that how you were playing Zelda?
Yeah, and Chrono Trigger, and
it seemed like we did Control Freaks with that.
Yeah,
actually. I got the.
Do either one of you have the mini SNES or the mini NES?
I got the mini SNES.
So you don't have the mini regular NES.
Right, we do not.
Oh, you got to pick one of those up. Because I figured you were doing
games. Yeah, right.
I figured you were doing Zelda through that.
Man, that Raspberry Pi is the shit.
It's just a little thing stuck on the back of the TV, and you can play 7 or 8 different systems off of it.
Yeah, I was playing Final Fantasy V Advance for Game Boy Advance.
Nice.
Fucking dude, that thing's killer.
NES, Super NES.
NES, Super NES, Genesis. It's got the MAME, which is an arcade emulator. PlayStation 64. It's got a bunch of emulators that we're not even using.
Speaking of PlayStation, the PS Classic is out now.
Yeah, I got a real problem, and it's the RetroPie. The RetroPie does all that shit, but I don't know.
It's the feeling of having that original controller in your hand.
No, dude, that's it, and that's what you're paying for, which isn't bad. I guess it's not a necessity. Like, I got the SNES Classic, and I like it, but I have a wider variety of games on the Pi. It's just a trade-off.
All of them.
Well, yeah, because we all have the emulators on our computers where we've got all the games.
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never ever engage. I just sit here and talk for 10 minutes.
I know about the Raspberry Pi. Well, whatever.
But yeah, it's like I said with playing Super Mario World on the mini SNES.
No, I can't argue.
It's completely different playing it with the original controller.
No, I was playing A Link to the Past, and that was just bringing me back. I was playing on the mini SNES.
I'm gonna do that for my channel too. I need to play A Link to the Past again.
Everybody should.
Not that I don't have a litany of games that I have to play for next season already.
No, we should make this a thing, though. We should have, and it is kind of an undertaking since we all have to do it, but any of these games we all play, like do playthroughs together, maybe we can make like a special collection of that. Or like a special video where they're all like playing at the same time.
That'd be interesting. That'd be very interesting to see how 3 different approaches of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that wouldn't be hard to set up either through OBS.
No, that'd be really easy to do.
So, like I said, I know that's a bit of an undertaking, time consuming, but something cool to do.
Right.
Like Super Mario World or Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah, I say there's several games I can think of that we probably all get through pretty well. I don't know how much different each playthrough would be, but I guess it depends how you look at it. I don't know. Speaking of playthroughs, though, I did continue my playthrough of Harry Potter Lego this week.
Nice.
And that game,
which once again had muted audio. I don't know why the Harry Potter ones keep getting muted audio.
I don't either, because there's no music in it. Like, it's not like I'm like on a microphone. You know what I mean? There might be something coming through. I haven't really looked. Maybe there's a difference between the ones that is it the ones that I've streamed or the ones that I've actually recorded and uploaded? I don't know why there would be a difference.
The recorded and uploaded ones. I mean, I think it's the same way.
They're both technically recorded and uploaded, but I mean, one was recorded through the.
Well, yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, actually, I gotta get going on the next week. Hopefully next week maybe we'll get lucky.
Start. Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that, because that's super annoying that Twitch keeps doing that.
Maybe I'll do that tonight. Maybe I'll stream a little bit and then start that game. I don't know. I mean, I've never actually played it yet. I don't know how different it is from the other one. I might as well.
Well, then you can find out if it's got the movie audio in it too.
Oh, that's true. That might even be worse. I mean, it'd be better playing it, but as far as getting it muted, that might.
Yeah, right.
But
the thing is, none of my Jurassic World ones never had muted audio.
Yeah, none of the other. I can't think of a single other one that did this regularly. Any of the Star Wars ones, any of them, but they had. So I don't know, man. Who knows what it is? In fact, I think I've decided, instead of keeping the playthrough that I've done for that game, all those videos, I think I'm gonna go through and because there's chunks in that game where I just didn't know what I was doing. I had to stop and look shit up. There was actually a few times where I had to like pause it for a minute and go away. I'd rather just start over again and do a full clean. Now that I know.
That could have been it. Is there like music playing during the pause screen or?
No, and I mean, there's a time or two I paused it, but a lot of the times I just kind of left it. Like, I'd be walking around the castle, and I would just stop and leave it. But it was just the background music. I mean, it wasn't anything.
Yeah, I know, but you know how the companies are now. You cannot stream this game only to record the music.
Hey man, that might be it. That's something I have to look at, because I don't know that I did that so often to where it would do it the way that it has with it, as many videos as it has. But you might be onto something there. Well,
like when I load up Kingdom Hearts, it has the disclaimers right on the opening menu before you even choose a game. It has sharing restrictions on there.
Maybe that's what it was, man. Maybe they just thought that I was trying to just rip the music or something. I have to be careful about that. I don't recall that.
That's all I can think of.
I mean, it makes sense. I just can't recall it ever happening before in any other of the game. It's not the first time I've had to do that. But it's actually, speaking of Kingdom Hearts, how's your playthrough looking?
Well, episode 7 didn't premiere when it was supposed to, so I premiered it last night. But we did get through episodes 6 and 7. So we got through the castle, or Minnie's Castle, the Steamboat Willie World, the first visit to Atlantica, and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Busy, busy, busy.
So, yeah.
Minnie has her own castle?
Well, it's Mickey and Minnie's Castle, but there's a name for it in the game. I don't remember what it is.
Disney money.
Pretty much.
Yeah, just rich. You Disney rich.
Speaking of which, I started contributing to making Disney a little bit richer. I've got the first quarter of my Kingdom Hearts 3 money sitting in my PSN account.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Because I still haven't pre-ordered it because I've been busy buying too many other games.
We were talking about, Kizzy and I were talking about getting that $100 bundle.
I'm telling
It's a damn good deal.
Idea. It's a great idea.
See, it just, when I think, it's a great deal, $100. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, it's steep though.
But man, how much, especially for someone like me who would be playing it for the first time, and I'm assuming, I don't see why I wouldn't get into it. Everybody else I know who's played it has enjoyed it. I mean, how many hours of playing will I get out of that $100? I mean, a lot, probably well more worth, that than the money.
True.
So,
Even if you only play through each game once, I guarantee you'll get at least 90 hours.
well, if you're getting the third game, the new game, you got to figure that's going to run what, $50-$60?
At least $60.
Right.
And that's not counting if you get
So
the
you're
super
paying-
mega
you're paying- Right.
awesome.
So you're paying. Just say you're paying $60 for the new game. So then you're also getting Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, Dream Drop Distance, 0.2, Chain of Memories, and Birth by Sleep, all playable. Plus 3 movies for $40.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to beat that. That's like some Steam level shit, or that's like some Humble Bundle level.
That's
shit
a
right
humble
there.
bundle.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
All in due time. So I think the game playing on the screen right now is the same game you did this week for It's Midnight.
Correct.
Monster Hunter?
Monster Hunter World on PlayStation 4. Fun game. What we're playing is Monday night's show. I made some mistakes and didn't have any audio, but it's still fun to watch. It's a beautiful game.
It is. I got distracted.
I'm seeing it through the text on screen, and yeah, it's
Is it
looking
stopped
really
right
nice.
now?
It looks like it.
I might have gone AFK.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to start this other one anyway. Boom. So anyway, we're reusing the content because it didn't have any audio. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I was playing Pokemon, but I wanted something different. But to be honest with you, I was behind on my playthrough, so I decided to do this. I wanted to live stream, and I just wasn't... I hadn't done my homework on Pokemon, so I wasn't prepared to do that, so...
This is a fun game to watch anyway. So I kept getting distracted from what I was doing.
Did you?
Watching. Yeah. The big monster fight. I'm a big sucker for those fights anyway, so...
That's what... You go on these quests and you battle these big monsters, and it's just like a 10-minute long... At least. I've been in battles that are like 30 minutes long.
Yeah,
It's like a
Valkyr
boss
motherfucker.
battle. What's that?
That Valkyr looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a cool game. It's a lot of fun, too, because there's like, I think there's 12 or something different weapons you can get, and you can pick any of them right off the bat. You don't need to buy, like, proficiencies or anything like that. You just pick whatever weapon you like, and then every weapon can be made out of different materials, and then every material it's made out of has, like, different trees you go down where you can upgrade the weapons into different kinds. And you got to go out and collect the materials to upgrade the stuff.
That's plenty of playtime right there, man.
Yeah, it is.
All of that shit.
And you can forge armor and weapons like the same way. Yeah, and then when you get bored of one weapon, go on to another one and learn how to play that.
Do different setups and everything. It's always fun.
Yeah, it's I like the game.
You get your favorite one, and it's like, well, you start using it all the time. It's like, man, this is getting kind of boring. You just try the most random weapon combination and see what happens.
They got some crazy weapons on there too. They got this thing called the Kinesect Glaive, and it's a glaive. It's this giant like staff that you use. You get a lot of mobility on it. You can like vault off the ground and like jump into the air with it and shit. But it has like a bug as part of the weapon, and you can shoot the bug at the enemy. It like saps their essence depending on where it hits them. You bring it back to you, and it gives you like a power up, like extra health or extra damage or something like that. So just there's normal weapons like 2 blades and like a sword and a shield, but there's weird shit like that.
They gotta keep it interesting.
Yes. So, yeah, Monster Hunter World, cool game.
I was just saying, I heard the title. I didn't know it was it's very literal. Like, I mean,
yes, they were very much going for the open world aspect.
Which that kind of draws me into it anyway. You've got giant monster fights and a giant open world. I mean, that's more you can ask for.
There's some cool crossovers in this game too. You can fight the behemoth from Final Fantasy.
Oh, nice.
Yep. There's cactuars in the game for some reason.
Cactar!
Yes. You can you can get some DLC. That's the outfit of the lady from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
That's a
I still need to get a plush cactar. I see them on Amazon all the fucking time.
That would be amazing.
Cactar?
Yeah.
Oh,
classic Final Fantasy guy.
I'd see him. I know the behemoth.
I'm gonna look it up on Amazon right now.
Yeah, Monster Hunter World. I got a really good deal on the game. I'm just excited about it. I got it for $16, so great deal. Okay.
I found it.
He's kind of like a silly enemy. I mean, obviously by the way he looks, but they're like rare. They're usually only found in like one spot in the game.
Hell yeah, but 70 morphed for a ribbon.
Oh yeah.
I
started my.
I've ever seen that
Fantastic.
Oh fuck! I was playing 7 again the other day.
I saw that you were on that.
Yeah, well, I hadn't played it in a while, and I kind of wanted to do some grinding on it. So I started the game up, and I was like, "Oh, this is why I haven't played the game in a while." Because there's no gameplay. It was all. It was right before you go to the crater for the first time.
Oh Lord!
And it's just like storyline. So I whatever. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna get past it right now.
Well, I'm dedicating myself for next season for that. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, and speaking of crossovers, sorry, we're getting way off subject today. Is anybody mad about it?
Nope.
Fucking Super Smash Bros. Just came out for the Switch.
That's all I keep hearing about.
Dude,
Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, that's what everybody's talking about. I'm like, I should have got that. I'm like, no, I bought Pokemon. It's okay. Controversial as it may be, this game, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, has like 5 DLC packs or something like that you have to pay for, and they include, I think each one of the packs has an extra character and an extra stage or something like that. However you feel about it. I'm kind of not mad. Games still cost $60, and if they want to sell DLC so they can get more money off the game, I'm kind of okay with it. To a degree.
I don't see why people would be mad about that.
Dude, I'm saying if games have been $60 since like the Super Nintendo, since like the PlayStation 2. What?
Games were 50.
Well, I didn't buy games then, so I can't personally vouch for it, but
they might be more expensive actually.
So if 20, 30 years ago games were $60 and games are still $60 and you want to charge $80 for the version with all the bells and whistles, I don't give a fuck. If you still give me the basic game for $60.
There's games I'd still be playing now if they were releasing. I'd gladly pay for new content for it.
Exactly.
Keep the
So
game going.
Okay, now that you bring that up, and we're talking about fighting games, so you guys know how stoked I am. Mortal Kombat 11.
I've been seeing a lot about that too.
Oh my god, am I so incredibly excited. Have you guys watched the trailer yet?
I did not watch the trailer.
No, I haven't seen it.
You need to watch the trailer.
When's it supposed to come out?
It gets dropped April 23rd.
Okay.
And it's $100 for like the Ultimate Edition. But if it's anything like Mortal Kombat X, it had like 3 combat packs.
What's in a combat pack?
With like 4 characters each.
Oh, okay.
So am I going to be pissed about that? No.
No.
Plus, this one, now I don't have the PS Plus, so I don't know if I'd be able to do it, but pre-orders get early online beta access in March.
Oh, nice.
So I am like incredibly excited because I'm absolutely pre-ordering it. Plus, pre-order bonus. Now, how do you feel about pre-order bonuses?
I don't know. I don't feel one way or the other about them. I guess it depends on what kind of bonus it is. Like what are they giving away for that? Just
the pre-order bonus for this one is a character that hasn't been playable in over a decade, and it's Shao Kahn.
Ooh.
I guess.
Last time Shao Kahn was playable was in Mortal Kombat Armageddon for the PS2 that came out in like 2006.
So maybe the only way to have that playable character would be to pre-order it?
Now, the way the pre-order bonuses always work with the games that I play, like Mortal Kombat, the WWE games, whatever, is the pre-order bonuses will be made available at a later date for an extra cost.
Okay.
Instead of getting it for free.
I really don't have an issue with that. Immediately what I thought of, and this isn't the biggest issue in the world, but I do find this annoying about Overwatch. There are special costumes you can only get. So like if you pre-ordered the game before it came out, you get special costumes. If you go to BlizzCon, you get special costumes. And I know they're just aesthetics, but that kind of does irk me a little bit. There's no other way to get them.
That's a Blizzard thing anyway, isn't it?
It is a Blizzard.
See that one would irk me.
It's not a game breaker. WoW? What, dude? They did do that. They do that with WoW. They do that. Blizzard is very much like they're all about making money. Blizzard is very much about making money. Every game has ways they can make a bunch of extra money in them, which doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. Some aspects of it I find annoying, though.
It can get out of control. That's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah, it can be. So I have to pay like $50 or $80. I don't know how much a BlizzCon ticket is, but I have to pay $50 or whatever to get this special costume. That's not worth it.
You know, not to mention for the people that are nowhere around there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, if I want the costume and I don't want to go, I just have to buy the damn ticket. It's like, no, thank you. Or do I actually have to attend the event to get the thing? I don't know. But, yeah.
Yeah, like, do they hand you a piece of paper when you go when you enter?
See,
when you go through the door.
I guess that shit bothers me because it feels like, and Blizzard games suffer from this due to their popularity, but, like, to me, that just plays into the elitism that's already kind of like a cancer in their society. Or maybe that's just me.
Oh, I guess for me it just depends on if it's purely aesthetic, I don't.
It is purely aesthetic.
It's because it's just, I don't know, if it was giving it an advantage, then I could see it. But I just never really, I don't know, I never really thought about it. It just doesn't really bother me one way or the other.
No, and like I said, it's not a game breaker. It's not a deal breaker.
No, it's not. It's not a deal breaker. But I think the point of it is that they're like they feel like they're rewarding fans that are wanting to spend more money on them, but they're excluding everyone else.
Yeah, I don't have the. When I play
and they don't
Blizzard
seem to have a
games,
problem with that.
I feel like I don't like. I'm not rich enough to play Blizzard games. I can't afford a fucking WoW subscription. Yeah, I don't know. It's. I mean,
That's
I
why
can
I've
play
never
them.
even tried.
Yeah, but it's like crazy. And then WoW comes out with a new expansion every couple months that costs you $40. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never even I've watched RRP play it. I've watched other people play it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no desire.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, besides the fact that I'm not a good PC gamer, I like to hold a controller in my hand personally.
Right.
But I'm not gonna it's the same reason that I'm not subscribed to PS Plus. I don't want to pay a monthly subscription.
No.
Just to be able to go on and play video games.
No. Yeah, absolutely.
No, I guess especially when you're talking about a company like Blizzard, as big as they are, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could look at it. I mean, I don't know that I look at giving away a costume for coming to an event some type of horrible elitism. You went to their special event, you got a special.
No, I don't think that it in and of itself is elitism.
But it could be depending on how they.
I think that when I played WoW, I dealt with elitism, and when I play Overwatch, I think you deal with a lot of the same stuff, and then having the company kind of feed into it, even if it's just subtle. I don't know.
I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with. I'm just playing devil's advocate, if anything, because I never really played in either. I just never really. Same thing with Mike. I just never really. Nothing really ever looked that appealing to me to get into it. They have. Obviously, there's something to their games because they're some of the biggest games out there. I think it's a certain style. I don't know. I think WoW is more of a. I don't have time for this. I want to. If I played a game like this, I'd be obsessed with when to. You know what I mean?
I guess that's another thing. I'll admit right now. I play Blizzard games. I do sort of have a bias against Blizzard games at the same time. So I think where I'm coming from, partially, obviously, is because of that.
I mean, you've actually played them. I mean, so you know you're the one you've dealt with, and it does seem to be. I mean, I've seen it with people doing raids and stuff where they make people feel like shit.
They're fun. I'm not dissing Blizzard games. They're good. But I think Blizzard literally wants you to spend all of your time playing their games. Which, of course, that's why you build games, in a way. You want people to spend a lot of time playing them. I don't know. It's just WoW. Everyone jokes it's a second job.
Yeah. That's the thing about the games that I play. You know, because, I don't, the only Zelda games I've ever played were Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time because they're short.
Yeah, no, I think you can argue that sometimes games can be too long.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Lego games, I put 20, 30 hours in, and I've got them close to 100%. You know, the only games that I choose to put that much time into are games that I'm really super passionate about, like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy VII.
Right.
But if I'm not super passionate about the game, I'm not going to dump 50 to 100 hours of my life into it.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's what it comes down to is fine. It's just having that game where you can play it. Either there's enough content to play it for that, over so many hours, or you just play it over and over again because you like it so much. I mean, I find myself at the end of the new God of War frustrated because even after putting a decent amount of hours, even knowing where all the shit is and even being comfortable with the game, it still takes a fucking long time. I mean, it's a big game.
Right.
But I get to the end of that game and I'm like, shit, because I thought they were going to do DLC for it, and they didn't. I was like, God damn it, man! I could keep playing this game just indefinitely. Like,
yeah, fucking Persona.
That's the Kingdom
5.
Hearts games. The Kingdom Hearts are the same way. You know, even with as many times as I played through the first game, it still takes me at least 25 hours.
Right.
And that's on beginner. On my proud mode right now, I've got damn near 40.
yeah, I saw that picture. The
Yeah, and I'm only on like level 70.
Well, it's the same thing. I'm going to segue here because it actually is relevant. The game that I started doing for Insomniac hours this week for December was Chrono Trigger. Did kind of a left turn, and that's one. I mean, I played it so many times, man. But even after all the times I played it, I'm still finding myself like toward the beginning of the game going, "Shit, what am I supposed to do here again?" You can see me playing it like, "Fuck, where am I supposed to go?" Like, it's funny how that works. It's those games that keep you coming back. That's why I was going to do Shining in the Darkness, but I'm like, man, I did Chrono Trigger about this time last year. We've been talking about it. It sounds fun. And it's always fun to name the characters.
Oh, yeah.
And that did not disappoint.
Okay.
Okay. We named Nadia K-U-E
Q-U-E.
Q-U-E question mark.
Okay.
So it's odd, K, Keezy with an I. I haven't named everyone else yet. There'll be Tits. EP81 is going to be the robot.
I love the robot. I'm so happy I get to be him.
I figured you'd like that. Is there anybody else?
Rick Roll. I'm the frog.
Oh, that's right. Felix.
Oh, you lucky bastard. Who
frog
are you going to be?
Cereal
I
Man
forget.
Glenn.
Who are you going to be in my Final Fantasy VII one coming up? I don't remember.
I think I was a
Oh, you're
bad guy.
Sid.
Oh, okay.
Me, right? I'm Sid.
Yeah. Todd's gonna be Barrett, and Iggy is Vincent. I still don't have freaking Red 13 or Eris.
I don't know. I can't
Glenn and
think of
Craig.
anything good. Glenn and Craig.
I don't know who those characters are.
No, I think we agreed to name Eris Beatrice.
Oh, that's right.
Was that it?
It was something ridiculous. Like, it was Beatrice. What was the other names?
Gertrude.
Yeah, Gertrude.
Didn't it say
Well,
the
if
other
it's-
one, like some. I remember something the third. It seemed like I can't remember what it was though. Or was that a different game?
I remember it was you that put it in there.
Yeah. What was that? It was something. Well, I just
I don't-
came up with the top. Of
I don't
my head.
remember what it was. It was funny, but I don't remember what it was.
Marshall Ellis. I don't know. I don't know what it was. It was just some weird name. Not weird, but like it kind of out of the blue. Esquire.
Oh boy. Phil S. Preston.
Esquire. Ted. Theodore. Logan. We are.
Oh God,
wild.
I cannot wait for Bill and Ted 3. I'm so excited.
I'm interested to see the concept they're going for. I read a little bit of the synopsis. It sounds interesting. I think it's their kids that they're or something. I don't know.
That would make perfect sense because their kids would be growing up by now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. Keanu Reeves looks like he's still fucking like 30. The dude doesn't look like he's 80. I don't know about Alex Winters. I haven't seen him, but
Alex Winter does not look good.
he has aged. He's
Like I've seen promotional pictures for the movie with them in the phone booth, and Alex Winter has absolutely aged.
I didn't realize it got that far. I wish I'd get it. I've been hearing about it for such a long time now. It'd be cool to see that.
Oh, dude, that'll be if I can swing it. If it's up here, that'll be a midnight showing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just because it's Bill and Ted.
When did the second one come out? Like 92 2 or some shit like that.
Something like that.
That's got to be close to some record for a movie getting a sequel, like Blade Runner. I can't remember when that one came out, but that was
in the 80s.
Yeah, shit.
Well, like, I mean, even Toy Story, it was 10 years between Toy Story 2 and 3.
How many years has it been since between 3 and 4? Because I think 4's coming out.
Yeah, 4's coming out next year. It's been a few. It's probably been at least 5.
Well, I'm sure it'll be a good movie, but part of me kind of wonders why. They did such a good job ending it before. I don't know.
I still, with that one coming out, I want a freaking Toy Story Lego game.
Yes. That was an interesting one in that discussion of which franchises deserve a Lego game. That would definitely be at the top. Which is kind of funny because they're already
By
toys.
the way, yeah. By the way, I'm gonna tell you, you really need to get Lego Incredibles. It is like, I'm so sucked into it. I'm already 80% done with it.
Well, I thought when it first came out a while back, I just thought that the concept sounded interesting. Because it was like a Lego, it wasn't like Lego Batman something, or like it was like a Lego Incredibles. It was a specific, thing like that. It wasn't, so I don't know. I'd like to play it.
Well, it's just like Jurassic World. You play through the 2 movies. The weird thing is you play through the second movie first, and then you unlock the first movie.
Gotcha.
So I didn't know that. So I played through the first 3 levels because that's how I was recording it, was 3 levels at a time. And I'm like, I don't recognize any of this. So I told Ken's, I said, we're watching Incredibles 2 tonight. And we did. And I'm like, I just played through all of that. Like, in spoilers. Tell me this. God.
I didn't realize you hadn't seen it yet.
No, I had not seen the second movie yet before I said, because, I mean, common sense would tell you that you're going to play through the first one and then the second one, right?
That's what you would think.
That's the way Jurassic World went. You played through the movies in order.
Yeah, the game was very well done.
I'll be right back.
Especially with the amount of content they had to mess with.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who doesn't love running around as a T-Rex?
Your mom? Sorry.
My mom doesn't love anything.
It was a weird tick. What did we, for Turnbuckle Talk this week, we did dream
matches.
Yes.
Yeah, we did dream matches with 2K19 content, and then you debuted Felix's character.
Yes, I did.
To which, of course, I downloaded and fixed up for my version, where he's wearing, on the screenshots that I took, he's wearing a bright purple TGW shirt.
Oh yeah, I was definitely going for maximum ridiculousness.
Oh yeah.
That's why.
Oh, you succeeded.
By my wildest dreams.
Absolutely succeeded.
He comes down in the ring in that white suit, and then all of a sudden he's in like fucking sumo pants. Like, what the hell's going on here? Man, he changed.
I don't know. I expected to start hearing him sing "Can't Touch This."
Yeah, that was kind of odd. You should have seen what they looked like before I made them purple and yellow.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
I don't even know if they were male pants or not. I just happened to land on them. I'm like, perfect.
They look like friggin' hot air balloons.
Yes, they do. That was a lot of fun, man. Both the well, we each discussed what was our dream match? I'm trying to think. Mine was Kurt Angle and Bret Hart, and
you had Daniel Bryan and Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
I had Aleister Black against The Undertaker. Crap, what was my other one?
Oh shit, Bobby. Was it Roode?
Bobby Roode and Ric Flair.
Yeah. And that was a good time. We actually had the WWE 2K19 footage playing of the match as we talked about it. And then, right at the end, we took a little time. I debuted Felix, and then we spent some time just going through just all the different, the 3-man ring entrances. Oh my god, I thought I was going to die laughing at some of them. I haven't laughed like that in a long time. That was unexpectedly awesome.
Seeing myself do Paige's entrance, I was kind of, it was weirdly satisfying.
I think the funniest one was the one where was it? I think it's the one you're talking about. I think it was you and I were the one being the real feminine character. I was cracking up at some of the shit we were doing. They had the one where Felix came down.
Yeah, that was the Riot Squad.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god, dude! I thought I was gonna die. I laughed so hard.
Yeah, because he got Liv Morgan.
And this little primping and skimping out there.
oh yeah, that was great. That was good times. Like I said, that's what we're gonna. Yeah, you did. That's what we're gonna do this week. We might do a couple more dream matches, but we are absolutely just gonna run some freaking crazy, random entrances between. I think doing tag teams is the best way to go. We could probably do some interesting singles ones, but I think tag teams would be the best way to go.
Yeah, because they'll have a lot of them. The 3-man entrances, I think, only had maybe 12 to 16 of them. I mean, there wasn't
very many.
That was an unexpected good time. We didn't even plan on doing that. It just
no, it just happened.
Did you? I'm trying to remember. You did a double retro first timer this week, right?
I did do a double retro first timer this week because I missed it the previous week.
I want to hear what you have to say. I'm always excited to hear what you have to say about retro first timer.
The crazy thing is, Super Bomberman, I really enjoyed.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Then this is my question. What about that game was better than the NES version?
It was a cleaner setup.
Right.
It was
okay.
it was the I want to say the grid was a lot smaller, so it made it a lot easier.
Okay.
Because I got through 5 levels, 4 or 5 levels, and I saved state.
Nice.
But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Not to the point that I enjoyed Super Metroid.
Yes.
But I really did enjoy it.
I just watched a Metroid retrospective.
Ooh,
I'll have to send that to you.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
It was cool.
And then I also did the original Gauntlet.
How was that?
I enjoyed it.
Did you?
It was exactly what I expected it to be.
Gauntlet 2 is cool.
With playing
That's
Gauntlet Legends, which I tried getting different versions of Gauntlet Legends too, and I just can't find a version without missing frickin' polygons everywhere. So it makes it completely impossible to play.
It's just hard to even picture. Yeah, I couldn't imagine trying to navigate that.
Which really pisses me off because that was one of my absolute favorite N64 games, and I really want to play it again. But yeah, I had never played the original Gauntlet, and it was exactly what I expected. Go around and kill everything and kill the monster generators and find the keys and find the exit. Exactly like the other ones.
Did that one have voiceover work?
No.
2 does.
Really?
Yeah, it's really terrible. It's soldier has died.
Oh wow.
It's bad.
Voiceover work on the NES?
Yeah, no joke. I was really surprised. Shit. I was really surprised when I heard it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go and check that out.
Yeah, because even some of the voiceover stuff they done on the Super Nintendo was pretty horrible.
Well, yeah, because like, yeah, I was gonna say that when I played Star Fox, it was terrible.
What's your 6, Fox? Fuck
and
you.
you know the like. Okay, like
everyone. From a frog. Oh, sorry.
Like everyone knows, like okay, Ken's is gonna be playing Sims 4 for next season, and what the hell? Why do they speak like that?
I don't know.
Like, what is Sim-Ease? It's a complete fucking gibberish.
Hey, we respect all people here.
Even Sim people. Did the
like,
Sim do something to you, Mike?
Show us on the doll where the Sim touched you.
You know, I used to play like Sims Social and Sim City Social on Facebook before they got rid of them both, and I was really pissed off about that. But anyway, but yeah, I just don't get it. Like, what is the point of that? Is it just for a laugh?
I don't know.
Or is it just so people don't have to record specific dialogue
That's
and they could just record say something?
I bet you it's generated. I bet you it's computer generated.
Probably.
Yes.
They have like the voice print and then just like through the keyboard.
Yeah. You haven't played Animal Crossing, have you?
No.
They do something kind of similar. I kind of like the way it is in Animal Crossing though.
Sims sounds like Jurgen Schmergen. Like, what does that mean? Like, are you speaking German? Are you?
No, it's like Peter Griffin when he's I'm picking it back a boobity. I'm picking it back a boobity.
Boppity boopity. That's not Italian. He hands him like a loaf of bread or some shit. I don't know.
Gorlami.
Oh man.
Inglourious Bastards.
I've still never seen that.
Oh my god. Really? That movie's so good.
That's
I've never seen it either.
Oh shit.
Really?
If you like Tarantino films at all, I don't know. I liked Inglourious Bastards a lot.
I thought you had every movie ever made.
Close.
It seemed like it anyway.
I just don't like Brad Pitt.
Have you ever seen Rubber, Mike?
Which one now?
Rubber.
No.
It's a weird one.
I never even heard of that.
Oh yeah, probably it's real fucking weird. A tire comes to life and starts like killing people with like psychic powers or some weird shit.
A tire.
A tire.
A tire or a tire like clothing?
like a
car tire.
Like a fucking car. Literally, yeah. Tire off a car.
Oh, that's even more crazy.
The whole movie's fucked up, dude. I mean, literally, it's like people watching. I can't even get into it. But I wouldn't say it's bad. Maybe it's bad. But it's so weird, it's kind of worth watching.
It's on like what? Is it David Lynch? Like Eraserhead and stuff like that.
The guy who showed me likes David Lynch a lot, so I think you're onto something.
Twin Peaks, which is still probably the craziest fucking movie
I've never... Movie?
Movie's pretty fucking
fucked up. It's a show, isn't it, too?
It was a TV show, and then it ended with a cliffhanger, and the movie solved the question of who killed Laura Palmer, but the movie's just fucking insane.
It's like, what was that one old soap opera that everybody like? Who killed JR?
Oh, Dallas. That shit was hardcore. I remember my mom used to watch that. She was all into that when that shit happened. It was a big thing. I mean, it was comparable. I mean, for the time, it was comparable to like the Avengers and shit going on now. I mean, granted, it's different, but at least as far as like people being into it and wanting to know what's going on and trying to figure everything out and shit. I mean, that got a lot of people talking. I mean, it ended up being a fucking dream. I don't know, man.
It's like Lost.
Yeah, where they're all in purgatory.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. It's been 10 years. Fuck off.
Didn't they? Was that go back to Dallas? Isn't that what they used on that one episode of Family Guy?
Yes. Patrick Duffy and what's her face?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was from Dallas. Or they were from Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah. What's Family Guy?
There's a man. There's a chicken. Hey, shh. It's okay. What's Family Guy?
Speaking of chicken, when the hell are we going to get another chicken fight?
Dude, I haven't watched Family Guy in so long.
Yeah, neither have I.
Oh,
I watched last week's episode this afternoon.
What season are they on now?
17.
Jeez.
Becoming the Simpsons.
Or South Park.
Well, Simpsons is on 30.
Oh my god.
It's just insane.
South Park, I believe. South Park is just about to end 22.
Yeah, they came out in 96.
At this point, I'd rather just watch YouTubes about what's going on South Park.
Well, see, I have to get caught up on the. I've seen every episode except this season going on now, and the previous 2. So I have to watch like those 3 seasons before I play Fractured for next season. Man, I am giving away all sorts of games that I'm playing for next season.
Ha ha! That's the perks of listening to the podcast.
The Fractured Butthole.
Fractured
Yeah.
butthole.
I took Post-it notes and wrote down all the games that I'm playing for next season on like different Post-it notes and stuck them to my desk. And
now I can't find my desk.
yeah, I got 4 Post-it notes all next to each other because they added another one after the frickin' Mortal Kombat 11 trailer dropped. That reminds me, I got to talk to you two about that.
Oh yeah.
We'll do that off air.
Okay.
But I have one for Lego games, I have one for Kingdom Hearts games, I have one for random games, and I have another one.
Damn.
And it's just like, oh my god.
I'm just gonna stick with Persona for now and see where that goes.
Yeah, I ain't even really thought about next season in that depth yet. I mean, I have games that I want to play. I just haven't started plotting anything out yet. I usually have a couple floating around. One of them I'm hoping to finally do this year. It's been on my list the last 2 years, and I haven't done it. Is Illusion of Gaia. I'm working on it now. I'm actually playing through it. I'm going to try playing through it a few times this month off air.
Nice.
So I can actually finish it this time.
And you can go record it, and you can see how many episodes it has, and we can figure it out into the schedule.
Yeah, I have to see how that game breaks down. It's a Super Nintendo game. It's a decently long game. I mean, I never actually. Well, I take it back. I did play through it when I was younger. I didn't beat it. I got to the last boss. As an adult, I don't think I played through it up to that point yet. I just never sit down and done it. But when we started,
I'm going to demand that one of you two play Final Fantasy 3 this season.
What one? 6?
Well, 6, yes.
I've never played that one, but I was actually thinking about starting a game at 2. Well, the Super Nintendo 2.
Well, I would be willing to do Final Fantasy 6. It's been a long time since I played that game.
And it's on the mini SNES, so it's super easy to record.
It's a good call. I might play Final Fantasy 6 Advance. We'll see.
There's an advanced version?
Yeah, for the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, the Game Boy Advance.
It's got some extra content, an extra dungeon or something, I think. Okay, so Persona 5 is going to take a long time. I started recording it, and then I started another playthrough to kind of go through it like parallel, at least to some degree. And
that's how I'm doing my BK.
That's how I've been doing Pokemon too. It's a little bit time consuming, but it definitely...
It's worth it.
I think it is. So anyhow, I skipped all the text on my parallel on like the second save file. Holy shit. There is a lot of text in that game. And the rule I started with was there's also a lot of voice work in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like letting the voice work finish, or at least I'm trying to do this as much as possible, before I continue to the next screen.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's just I know it's gonna take a long time because of that.
I know what you're saying.
That's the way I do that with all the Lego games.
Well, this game, I mean, it's huge. The story is a big part of it, so I just think that, not to say that the story's not in a Lego game, but
I know what you mean. Yeah.
it's gonna be a long ass playthrough. It might end up being like 4-hour blocks for the whole season. I don't know.
Ooh.
It might be something 3 or 4 hour blocks from what I was doing. Yeah, it's gonna be an undertaking, but it's gonna be fun. The first time I played through the game,
3 to 4 hour blocks over 23 weeks.
I think it's gonna be something like that. It could be. I don't know how long it's gonna. I was thinking that it might take me like 70 or 80 hours. So.
Is that with or without grinding?
I don't know. That's without grinding.
Oh.
Just because there's so much storyline and text and shit like that.
Jesus.
So.
That's one bad thing doing a game like that. Yeah, it's just the planning and the figuring out how you're gonna break it into.
Yeah, with the text being there, it was a little bit more of an undertaking than I expected. I mean, I could skip that. I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't even have any clue. As many times as I play Final Fantasy VII,
Mm-hmm.
I have got zero clue how I'm going to break it down.
Yeah, like are you going to do the
none.
same thing? Like, are you going to try to leave... See, so I guess the reason I decided to wait for the voiceover is just because the story is important to this game. To me, anyway. And I want to take the time
and
for
that's
that.
the same way with...
Are you gonna?
Yeah, that's the same way
leave
with Final
time for
Fantasy
the
VII.
people to read the text on the thing?
What I plan to do is I'll have the text on normal speed, and I will read through it as it's playing.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
and then
Okay, cool.
Because I read slow.
See, so that
Even
is
though
going to take...
Even though I've seen it so many times.
Right. Yeah, no. I was doing that with Persona. I was like, I just played through this game, and I'm still reading, like, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that definitely is going to take longer, but I'm, like, setting out to document the game, so I'm okay with it. One thing that is a little weird about the Persona playthrough is that it's the voices are in Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's how I was playing through the game. So when I booted up my save file, all the voices are in Japanese. I think English would be better for the audience that we're expecting, but whatever.
There's subtitles, right?
There's subtitles. Everything is, yeah. And I mean, that's the original version of the game. It was originally released in Japan. So
keep it true to itself.
Yeah. I mean, I guess personally, I obviously liked playing through the game that way. That's why I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to watch anime in Japanese too. There's something that was the original thing.
Well, because when they translate that stuff, it's like it loses almost like an ethereal part of the language. Like when you're listening, I don't know. I don't watch a lot of anime. The last time I watched it like that was the Godzilla movie on Netflix. They have an animated. The first part of it is all it's the same thing. It's Japanese with English subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
I think and then the second movie, the second part of it is English.
Really?
And I think you lose something in the feeling of when it's translated in English, just because they're getting the best version of what they're trying to say.
It's not even
it's not even
really
the best
saying. Version in the sense that like there's anime, for instance, in Persona, there's anime cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
If the anime cutscenes are dubbed over, they are within the restraints of like trying to make the voice actors match what the people on screen are saying. So they have to translate it, but within these restraints.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It can get weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, sorry. Persona 5 is in Japanese. And something I was going to say earlier, this blew my mind. Apparently one of the bundles you can buy for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has the main character from Persona 5 in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I would have never guessed.
I didn't realize they were that popular. Or it was, I mean, I know it's a popular game.
Neither did I.
I'm curious at the list of characters in that game. In Smash.
Solid Snake's in it. For sure. Persona 5's Joker.
Like I don't have a Switch, and I probably won't have a Switch. I won't have a Switch for a long time, but I've never played a Smash game.
No?
Never.
Oh, dude, so good.
I've only played one a couple times with these guys over here. Never enough to get good at it or anything.
I went to dinner with my family today, and I was like, hey, if you guys are thinking about getting me anything for Christmas, just give me some Nintendo eShop cards.
There you go.
Maybe that'll go towards the Smash Bros. Fund. That'd be a fun multiplayer game.
Yes. Yes, it would.
Oh, speaking of, did you two see the other trailer that I posted on the page, on the Facebook page? Or I think it was in the group.
What was that?
The remake of Crash Team Racing.
I did not see that.
I didn't see that, no.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, Crash Team Racing is now getting remade. So...
I don't even know what that is.
It's like Mario Kart for Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
What's that gun on? PS4?
Yep. It'll probably be on everything.
That's crazy. All right,
because I mean, the Insane Trilogy was on everything.
Yeah, true. Dark Samus is in Ultimate Smash Bros. I decided to look it up. There's obviously a bunch of characters. Dark Samus is new. Daisy is new. Ice Climbers are back. Dr. Mario. Pichu's back. Apparently he wasn't in the last two games. Young Link.
Is that Ganon?
Ganondorf, yo. Mewtwo. I don't know who Chrom is. Oh, Fire Emblem. There's some new Fire Emblem characters.
Mr. Game and Witch?
Mr. Game and Watch. He was like a spokesman or whatever for an old Nintendo handheld. Meta Knight, Pit, Dark Pit, Zero Suit Samus, Wario, Snake, Ike, Pokemon Trainer, various Pokemon, Squirtle, Ivysaur, Charizard, Diddy Kong, Lucas from Mother 3, Sonic, King DDD, Olimar, he's from Pikmin, Pokemon, Rob, the NES accessory.
Holy shit.
Toon Link, Wolf, Star Wolf, Animal Crossing Villager, Mega Man's in this game.
Yes.
The Wii Fit Trainer, Rosalina, Little Mac, Greninja, it's another Pokemon. Mii Brawler, there's like Mii's on here. Sword Fighter, Gunner, fucking Pac-Man.
Pac-Man,
yo.
Robin?
Robin, he's from Fire Emblem.
Oh.
I guess.
That's not Robin, is it?
No.
Okay.
Not the Robin.
Robin.
Bowser Jr., the Duck Hunt, which is the dog and the bird.
Oh my god. That's a fighter?
Yeah. It's like a team. I don't know. You play as, I don't know how it works. Ryu. Oh wow, Ryu and Ken. Cloud.
Yes.
Yo. Inkling from Splatoon. Oh, look at that. Ridley.
Ooh, isn't this the first time it's...
Yeah, that's the first time Ridley. Simon Belmont, Richter Belmont. Oh, damn. King K. Rool.
Ooh.
Chick.
Is it?
That's crazy. Incineroar. So that's another Pokemon. Piranha Plant. And fucking Joker. Which is just... Persona 5.
Joker?
No, Joker from...
Joker
that's the
from
main
Persona,
character
yeah.
from Persona. That's a PlayStation exclusive game. And it's very mature. Like, there's a lot of... It's weird that it's in there. Whatever.
You know what, though?
Go ahead.
Switch is getting Mortal Kombat 11.
It is?
Yeah.
Wow. Switch is getting some crazy stuff. I've actually been...
It's the first Mortal Kombat game that on a Nintendo since Armageddon.
Wow. They have some mature stuff. They have some, what I'll call sexy games on their store.
Sexy games.
I don't know. They're weird. One looks like it's some kind of like call simulator where you like text and like talk to some female and it shows pictures of her. It looks real weird.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess I got something for everybody.
I was surprised to see that on there, but whatever. Nintendo's not as family friendly. I guess they're not adhering as strictly to their family friendly policies these days, which is okay.
You know what though? With the way the world is nowadays, you have to have something for everyone.
Yeah, man. I mean, whatever. I'm not judging, but
oh no, not at all.
we do have a schedule or a thing that we're looking at, an outline. Where are we at on this thing? Did we finish all of last week's?
Yeah, we have gone way off topic tonight.
We've been off topic.
Did Kizzy stream this week?
She did not. No, I don't think so. No.
And they did do some unscheduled streaming. I've been playing Legend of Zelda. I don't know if I think that's about it. I think that's live stream this week outside of Chrono Trigger. I feel like I did something else. Can't think what it is if I did.
I know you did. You did the Zelda twice.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a bunch of other games that I played, but I don't think I streamed them. Like I've been playing Donkey Kong Country. Yoshi
No, the only other live streams were the Zelda games.
Okay, that's what I figured. Well, we said next week. It's gonna be pretty interesting. You got Mother 3 coming to conclusion, which has been going on. It's been an epic journey.
Yeah, you should check that out. I think it's about 2 hours long. It's cool though.
Probably get to see what happens.
You get to see what happens to Pokey or Porky.
This horrible fate. We'll be back to Super Mario World. You said you're starting at the forest.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get there. Yeah, I'm gonna record that tomorrow, hopefully. Then I'll get it all uploaded and we'll get it jamming.
Nice. So we should have a full block for BananaROMa Presents this week.
Yes.
Because Wednesday we have something special.
Brand new episode. Control Freaks. Finally.
You know, just watching that preview,
yeah,
I'm really excited to see this.
Really? Did the preview whet your appetite for Control Freaks?
It did, because you guys have a good setup now. You guys are together, and it with this first episode, it means we're gonna get more episodes.
Oh yeah.
And that's what's got me excited, and I feel like the game you guys are starting with is absolutely perfect because it's like all three of us probably one of our favorite games ever.
Definitely. And Todd and I both played it recently.
Yeah.
So
Super Mario.
But I played like half of it.
I think I played. I did a good chunk of it that one night for the 30th anniversary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we actually skipped the first couple levels because we played them a million times.
Yeah, it was kind of a quick decision. We were talking about whether we're going to get the work. Well, you can see what happens.
Yeah.
You check it out.
Check it out, though. Wednesday, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, I'd be excited this week. Said also I'll be doing year 5 of Harry Potter, which is like Order of the Phoenix. Harry Potter Lego, rather. And I have yet to play this game, so this should be fun. I can't imagine. I'm sure it's different, but not like. It's not like. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. In fact, I'm thinking I might boot it up and start playing it a little bit. I might have 2 games going. You know, like you guys, the one that I record and the one that.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm telling you, man, doing that for BK is the best thing I could have possibly done. Because I'm working through a world the first time. Like, the last world that I recorded, when I played through it the first time, took me a little over an hour. And then when I recorded it, it only took me like 32, 33 minutes.
Well, after some of the issues I had with Harry Potter Lego, I could definitely see that coming in very handy. Because that happened, like I said, several times where I just got stuck for a second. There's some weird shit in that game, and it's always like when I figure out, because like there's a couple glitches too, like there's a gold brick one. When you turn the gold brick finder on, and you go in the library, there's no brick in there, but it's always flashing up in the corner. You could drive yourself nuts. I finally had to look it up, and I'm like, motherfucker, you know, like.
There's one in Incredibles that's driving me nuts in free play. It's literally the only one I don't have.
It's maddening because you know it's going to be something where you're going to go, motherfucker, like you're going to be so mad.
Yeah, it's going to be super simple, and you're going to feel like a total fucking idiot.
It's funny how that works, though. I'm excited. I'm actually genuinely excited though to start this game because I did have a lot of fun. I finally 100%ed the first one again, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I think this one's going to be more in depth. It might even have some of the actual cinematic, the voices and stuff on it.
I hope so.
Kingdom Hearts. What are you looking at next week?
Oh, I had it. Oh, no, I know what it is. It's Agrabah, and shit, I had it too. Damn it, I'm not sitting at my computer at the moment. It's Agrabah and Halloween Town.
Ooh, Halloween Town's always cool.
This is Halloween. Sorry.
And actually, did you say you've only played through a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yeah, it's like the beginning part.
Well, Halloween Town in this one is actually Christmas Town.
Oh, that's sweet.
So you get like Santa Claus, and it's perfect for this time of year.
Yeah, it is. Yay, timing.
I can guarantee we're.
I totally did that on purpose.
I don't know why anyone's laughing, but
I was thinking of something from Married with Children. It wouldn't even make sense if I tried. I've been watching way too much of that show lately. Now that they have it on Hulu, oh yeah, that's been my jam.
That show was making me laugh.
Kelly has her own show and she has a band.
Oh wow!
Oh song, God, I remember that.
Sluts.
The fuck.
Hairdo. I don't know. Lordy.
There was an episode of that show where King Kong Bundy was a guest star.
Yes, there was. He's there's a couple of them. There's one of them where he's an actual wrestler. And there's another one where he's a member of Peg's family. It's funny. Bud and Kelly are fighting, and he's sitting there. He's shaking his head, going, "Cats and dogs, cats and dogs." And like, he's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh no, I'm getting hungry."
And why the hell have we never had King Kong Bundy in a 2K game?
That's a good question, man. You could have King Kong Bundy and George Animal still.
Right.
I mean, they were huge names in the business.
Big John Studd. Give me fucking Big John Studd in a 2K game.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Andre's dead. It's okay now.
Yeah. I can even replay the body slam match from WrestleMania.
Oh my god. That's something we gotta talk about on TGW sometime. The whole Andre thing.
Boss.
Okay, anyway.
What?
So Felix, are you back to Pokemon this week, or are you gonna continue Monster Hunter for a little longer?
No, I'm gonna get back to Pokemon. I recorded some of it today.
Nice.
Yep, and I practiced. I already did my practice, at least most of it. So
I did my homework.
We're gonna have a couple of good shows. Where are we going this week? This week we are. Let's see. On Tuesday night. Is it Tuesday night? It's Monday night. So last we left our hero. He beat the third gym. We got the third gym badge, and I can't remember the name of the damn cities. Anyway.
Hey, don't look at me.
I don't know.
All I know is Pallet Town.
Yeah.
that's only because I watch Pokemon Rusty.
I think it's Vermilion. Whatever. You go through this Diglett tunnel. We're going to travel through a tunnel that Diglett's made. Yeah. Then we're going to fight our rival. We're going to meet some creepy scientists. That part's weird. There's a lot of things in this game that, like... So it's pretty faithful to the original game. But it's, like, weird because it was released, like, 20 years ago plus. I'm just looking at it now, and, like, as an adult, there's some just weird things going on. The scientist invites me into his house, and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to teach you this..." No, he's outside of his house. He's like, "Hey, kid, you want to learn a new move?" So I'm like, "Okay, sure." He's like, "Okay, but we got to go do it inside." Okay, I go into his house.
Yep, that'll get you arrested.
No shit. Chris Hansen's there. No. I go in his house. There's another little kid who's like staring at the wall for some reason. The scientist's like, "Okay, now to teach this move, I gotta turn off the lights."
What the fuck?
I'm not kidding. This is real. And this wasn't even in the original game. He turns off the lights and he teaches you a move, Light Up, that lights up the whole room.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Leading up to it, you're like...
What a fucking creepy setup for it, though. Oh, my God.
No shit. Okay, there should be a disclaimer, like, in the real world, kids, no. This is not cool.
He might as well pull up in a fucking van.
You want some candy?
If strangers want to teach you moves with the lights off, just say... Nope.
Don't do it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Two Pidgeys.
Shit like that. So we meet...
I need an adult!
I need an adult.
I'm telling you, this undertones. We travel through Diglett Tunnel to some creepy weirdo. Invites you in his house. I don't know. Then your friend comes along.
Some Freudian...
I don't know what's going on. Then there's another tunnel.
Brothers Network stuff going on.
Whatever. That's the creepy weird shit we got in store for us.
Well, it's very appropriate for the midnight hour, then.
It is. So
Yeah.
that's a good show. You should watch it.
I tell you what, I'm excited for this. I mean, I'm excited about Chrono. I will be continuing Chrono Trigger, but this week's or this month's edition of Doomsday, I'm looking forward to / dreading, because I'm doing the Delta Labs part of Doom 3. It's probably going to be the longest chunk of Doomsday for the whole season. because I'm gonna do all 5 levels of it, and the game just keeps getting spookier and spookier the further you get into it. In fact, I think the stage where you first meet your first Archvile, it's just fucking terrifying, dude. You're just walking down the hall, all of a sudden a body just comes flying up against the wall. And you get this like snickering noise in the background. Oh, dude.
That's not very Christmassy.
No. No, that was... That's more like Krampus.
It is.
Guten Krampus Nacht. Closely shed.
We should find some kind of Christmas themed card game that we could try on like TTS that we could try to do on multiplayer this Friday when I get home from hockey.
We could all play red green decks of Magic together.
There you go.
Oh Jesus!
Kind of like that idea.
I don't even know what card game you have in the wintertime. Hopefully we try to do something for next Friday though, or somebody. I don't think anybody did anything this week. You were in Sports Mania.
Yeah, I was.
I was asleep in the chair.
Is it Friday night?
I was like waiting for Mike to get a hold of me, and then I didn't see that you were out of town. And then it turned out, like, while I was sleeping, Iggy was messaging us about playing.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Took a nap at the wrong time. Yeah, oh well.
We'll get some more multiplayer in. I want to see what we can figure out for scheduling at least a 4-player game of Cards Against Humanity.
Well, I don't know. You said Friday or Saturday?
Yes.
I think I have Saturday off, and Friday I'll be home around 9. You said you'll be home around 10 or something like that? Or you'll be available around 10?
Yeah, usually from hockey, yeah.
Okay.
I'll talk to him and I'll see if we can get it figured out.
Would Saturday work better?
Either or.
Okay.
Because I don't have to get up early on Saturday or Sunday. So.
Oh wait,
But yeah, we'll see what we can get figured out.
When you said that, you just reminded me of something. I'm gonna be out of town Saturday night. Well, not all night, but like till late. I actually took Sunday off.
Oh yeah.
Cause I'm gonna be out. I mean, I'm taking a PTO day, but I'm pretty excited about that. Well, I'm excited about going out of town, and I'm excited about being off on Sunday. Just being off and knowing I'm getting paid
and
for
getting
it.
paid for it. Hell yeah. Oh, the video.
Well, if you're going to be out of town Saturday night, we'll see if we can. I'll talk to him and I'll see if we can get it set up for Friday night as soon as I get home.
Not unless, I mean, man, I don't know if my friend Jason's ever played it or not. I don't think he has Tabletop Simulator, but he's a pretty quick study. I mean, actually, I don't even technically know how to use it myself. I've only been on there once or twice. I don't know. That might be worth looking into because Jason hasn't had a lot. Oh well, I've said his name already. King of the Hive.
Beep.
Yeah. J-Dog doesn't really have the time to stream and get into all that, but he has contributed to the channel in numerous ways.
Actually, King of the Hive just subscribed again. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Definitely.
Oh, we have Drazu? Hello.
Oh, hello. There's something blocking my
Is that how
chat.
you say that? DRAZEWW. Drazu.
What up?
I like
guys? Ooh. I don't know how long ago that was, but I hope you're still here.
Oh, I've had chat up the whole time, so.
There is no Dana, only Drazu.
It is. That is how you say that.
Drazu.
Well, thank you for stopping in. We appreciate it. Make sure you give us a follow.
We're just sitting
how's
here
it going?
rambling. How you doing?
This is our weekly ROMcast. Just kind of do a roundup of all the stuff we've done this week. Kind of talk about. Right now, we're kind of talking about what's going on next week. / randomly meandering off into different topics. Somehow we've ended up on some very odd things.
That's the way
Yeah,
it goes.
especially tonight because we've been going for like over an hour and a half.
Well, odd in comparison to what we were talking about originally, anyway.
Yeah.
Digressions.
Yes.
Oh, you watched Unturned.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well, thanks for coming back.
That's motivation to do that again. We've only done that like once.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah, we played Unturned once a couple months ago. Yeah, I want to get back into that. Maybe next season, or not next season, but come like February or something. I don't know.
It's fun.
That could be a good set multiplayer thing for the off season.
It could be, especially since I don't know. We have a second computer. It's working right now. Well, that brings another digression. So we do have another computer. I was hoping to set it up for LAN, whatever shit like we're talking about right now. So I got the computer up and running. It's got an official version of Windows on it, but it's running Windows Vista. Okay, manageable.
Woo!
Yeah, right. Somewhere there's supposed to be a Windows 7 upgrade disk. I've been searching for that through the various boxes we have. I haven't found it yet. Yeah, fucking Windows Vista. So I get Steam installed. I'm like, okay, I'll go update my shit. At the top of Steam, it says, in 23 days, Steam will no longer be available on Windows Vista.
No way.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's security issues or whatever. They said the main thing. This is the main thing they said. The current version of Steam uses an embedded version of Google Chrome, and I guess that's not supported on Windows Vista. So the most bullshit part about this, to me, dude, is that I bought these fucking games, okay? I can't play them on that computer, even though the computer is perfectly capable of playing them. I can't play any of those Steam games on that computer now.
When you put it like that, especially, it's insane.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
Yeah. So I was hoping we could use that computer as for Unturned. Yeah, all hope isn't lost though. I gotta get my hands on the upgrade disc, and I should be able to get a legitimate version of Windows 7 on the computer too. And then we definitely be able to do some of that stuff.
I can play on mine. It'll definitely run on my computer.
Because grouping up and playing, yeah, exactly. That's 3 computers here, and it doesn't have it's like Unturned doesn't have the most intense like graphics or anything. Mm-hmm. So if we could get grouping up and playing that game, 3 or 4 players would be awesome.
And I think it's more fun when you have, especially the kind of stuff we're trying to do, because it's almost overwhelming because we're trying to build this base. And we got these big plans, but man, you can only do so much at a time, and you gotta go get material. I mean, you play God mode and like give yourself stuff too. I had the codes to do that, but at the same time, you still want to go out and just explore the world.
True. I mean, as simple as the game looks on the surface, there is a lot of like management.
Yes.
You're like managing your life and health and all that, your water and your food. Mm-hmm. But even as you go and collect things, you need more places to store stuff. Mm-hmm. And then you're crafting things. So, I don't know. I guess what we should really do is start with a small place.
Probably.
But we built that huge thing already.
Yeah,
we might as well piggyback off that.
That thing is pretty fucking... That's the warehouse, man.
It is a warehouse. That Russia map is cool. Yeah, we need to get back into Unturned. I think we just have so much stuff going on for this season. We go into an off season in February. And I'm hoping we can do some more stuff like that.
Well, now let's clarify. BTV goes into the off season in February.
Well, yeah.
TGW kicks up in February.
Well, the thing is, traditionally we do like an off season. So really, there's going to be 2 parts of this season. They're just going to differ slightly.
Yes.
So
TGW is more.
TGW is kicking off right as some of these things we have going on now are coming to an end.
Like a subsidiary of BTV or something.
Dude, it's great. I still want to stream one night, but I got to focus more time on recording.
Mm-hmm. It would be cool, man. Heck, we got the last ROMcast for the year we'll have to do a more like a comprehensive breakdown of like what we're gonna be doing starting in January. Actually, we gotta start recording that stuff too.
Yeah, we do.
The Golden Road and what our plan, the walkthrough of all the plans.
Yeah, we'll do something in a couple weeks. We'll do like a retrospective of the year too. This season's been unique. It's been good. It's been really good. Let's see.
And everything's only gonna get better.
I think we already kind of covered. I'm pretty excited. I think this week we're gonna do 2 more dream matches each. Maybe I'll try to come up with another character. Maybe I don't know, Gwen or something. We can debut.
Yes, Glenn. Yes, we do need Glenn.
Now,
we need Glenn and Craig. I said before, you make Glenn, I'll make Craig. We'll both upload them. They'll be a tag team, and we can go and beat the shit out of them.
I should have time
for being rotten douchebags in the office.
Yeah, jerks.
Those guys.
There you go.
Those guys.
Those guys.
Sorry, Jezu. I didn't know there was an Unturned 2. That's what he just said.
I thought that. Yeah, I didn't realize it. I thought it was just Unturned. Like,
I'm gonna have to look into that.
That game sucked me in, man. We started playing that.
Every time I play it, I just play it for hours.
I just want to go do one. I'll go do this, and then when you actually do get like, because we had that base fucking. We spent a lot of time on that one fucking thing. We had like all that water, those water tanks, and gas tanks, and everything, and
cars.
A helicopter pad.
Yeah, we gotta make it a point to do that. So,
what's up this week on the Rift, RFT?
On the Rift, that's it. That's a good way to put it. On the Rift.
Jezu remembers our base. Sorry.
You know what's funny is we had that big conversation about Blizzard games earlier.
Uh-huh.
On the Rift is Blackthorn.
Blackthorn. I'm not familiar with that.
I know it's a Blizzard game. It
is a Blizzard game. It's like Blizzard's first game, I think. But it's on SNES.
Blackthorn. Is it an RPG?
I don't know. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
That's the last person I should be asking. It's a person whose entire show is based on playing the game for the first time.
Right. Yeah, all I know is it's a Blizzard game. I have no idea what I'm getting into. So I'm actually pretty excited about it.
According to Wikipedia, Blackthorn is a cinematic platformer. So, whatever that means. And it was released as Black Hawk in some European countries.
Cinematic platformer.
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
It should be interesting either way.
Can you rephrase the question? Oh, okay, hold on. Wikipedia's fancy these days. Wait, oh, god damn it. Never mind. Something popped up, but it's just giving me a description of a platforming game. I know that part.
I guess it just means fancy cutscenes throughout.
Fancy cutscenes before you play Mario, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a part on the platform wiki for cinematic platform games. Cinematic platformers are a small but distinct subgenre of platform games, usually distinguished by their relative realism compared to traditional platformers.
Uh-huh.
I think it's just going to look like... Have you ever seen Abe's Odyssey? Are you familiar with that game at all?
I've heard of it. I've never actually watched it.
I think I've seen you play it a few times.
It's got really like detailed graphics, realistic, I guess you could call it that. I don't know. Probably gonna have some fancy art style.
Well, let's do it. I mean, I'm interested to see this now. I gotta go back and watch the Super Bomberman one too. Although, sounds like I was expecting to see Rage again, but I'm not gonna get that pleasure.
No Rage.
Not this week.
Not this week. Not last week.
Maybe this week.
I don't know what the cinematic.
No, I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Now, do you think Felix think Keezy will try to stream this week? I
think she's going to try.
She's been bombarded.
Yeah.
With the working.
Yeah, she's been working a lot, and we've been moving a lot. She's gonna try. I know she'll make an effort.
I don't know. She was playing with the Octopath Traveler and the
Octopath, Final Fantasy 10. She's been playing Pokemon quite a bit too. Not on stream. Did she play it on stream?
I haven't seen any of hers on stream.
She's been playing that just casually.
I'm hoping this week, now that we got this Virtual Pi hooked up, I'm gonna be trying to do some unscheduled stuff. Probably a lot of Zelda. I'm thinking about doing. I want to finish Zelda 1.
Not to interrupt you, but Drezu is asking about the gameplay in the background. That is Monster Hunter World for PS4.
Thank you.
Yes, Felix has been playing that for Yo It's Midnight on Tuesday and Thursday midnights.
Yeah. I played it last week anyway. Yeah, Monster Hunter 4. Or Monster Hunter World, excuse me.
Yeah, I looked up at one point, there was this monster, like from the distance, it made me think of Valcor from the Neverending Story.
Is this it? I think this might be it.
Is this it?
Yeah, I'll take away the text for a second.
That looks more like a T-Rex, kind of.
That's what I thought too.
It was more like almost like a sleek. I thought it was like a cat or something, but it was a lizard. When you got up close, they weren't. It wasn't like scale. It wasn't hair or anything. It was scales. It looked a lot scarier. From a distance, it made me think of Valcor.
Okay, not this guy then.
That thing is pretty fucked up looking though.
It is.
Wow.
No, it's a cool game. I was watching him play some of it. It's pretty much is what it says it is.
I've never really played a game like this before, but the grind aspect is a lot of fun. Just like upgrading your weapons and going out and collecting materials.
Seems like it'd be really fulfilling the way that they kind of lay it out.
It's cool. It's in a weird world. Everybody's happy, kind of. I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Wow. Well, actually, like I was saying, we're gonna have some Zelda this week, and who knows what other random streams.
Yeah, now that we're a little more set up, I think. I don't know.
I want to do Zelda 1, Link's Awakening. I want to do Link to the Past because I haven't actually played through that game in a long time.
Because you love making more highlight work for me.
Yeah, I'll do Wednesday and Thursday when I'm off. As long as I don't have nothing going on, now that everything's set up, I'm going to stream like a motherfucker.
You still need to get me a thumbnail for Insomniac.
Oh, yeah, shit. Yeah, I got
Insomniac Hours and Control Freaks. I had to think.
I don't know if I have. I'd see if I still have the Photoshop file. I think I do. The Control Freaks, because I have the image, but it's got all the. It's like a promo image. But I think I might just. And maybe it may be time to make something different anyway. I mean, I like the image, but it's a couple years old. I don't know. Just have to look it over.
Oh yeah, it's definitely time to make something new.
Oh yeah. I'll send it to you later. You can see
right.
The old one.
How do you like our new layout? I don't know if this is like permanent. We're trying something new. Well, last week was the first time we played a video game with it.
I think this is what we should be doing.
Okay, you think it looks cool? I think
do.
so too, though.
Like that's the only thing with the PlayStation is we can't have the text over the screen, but I don't know.
Fix that.
We might be able to.
You
do
would think
something.
that they would, because I would love, like, if we could do this through the PlayStation, I would just sit here and grind on Kingdom Hearts on my Proud Mode file and show the Patreon supporters what they will be getting, because I I didn't discuss it when I talked about my Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough, but, and Felix, you'll understand, I'm at the final rest. So I technically, on my Proud Mode file, I'm at the final rest. So I could go beat it whenever, but I'm not even attempting until I'm at 100.
Wow. Well, we don't have to have the text on screen. I mean, whatever. I'd be down for that. That'd be cool.
I've never actually really looked into it to see if there's some kind of like overlay thing you can get or something.
You know, there is a thing where you can have, like, we could be streaming and it would look exactly like it looks on, like, when I'm watching it here on Twitch with the chat on the side.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Because instead of the overlay, the gameplay would be smaller, but it would have the chat on the side.
Right.
Yeah, I think that'd be sweet.
Yeah, because shit, I could just sit here and we could do Lego free play. We could do Kingdom Hearts grinding. You know, you could do. I don't know what you've got on the PS4 that you're grinding on, but
A bunch of games. Final
apparently,
Fantasy VII.
apparently, Drew likes this idea. So you'll have to make sure you come back each and every Sunday night.
Yes.
Yeah, we usually start around 8
8:30
p.m.
Ish.
Eastern time. Yeah, it's usually a little late. 8:30 would be safer. 9.
Yeah, it's
If you have the notifications turned on, you'll know when we start.
hit. Not so subtle hit.
So,
Oh no, I subtlety is not my strong suit.
yeah, Final Fantasy VII would be perfect for that. That's why I had to progress the game. I was like,
Oh yeah,
I was actually
grinding
playing,
on Final Fantasy VII. Oh yeah, it'd be great.
especially since I don't have all my enemy skills.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, because that's pretty time consuming. Yeah, Final Fantasy. I've been having a craving for Final Fantasy. I was playing Final Fantasy V, and I was just messing around with the job system in that game and creating like ridiculous things just to see if I could do it. That was fun. Now I want to go to Final Fantasy VII and kind of do something like that. I like to do. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Like in 7, for a while, what I was doing with Tifa was, is it Tifa?
That does what?
I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. I think there's some weird thing you could do with her weapon. Okay. I remembered what it was. I had two things confused. With Tifa, she has a weapon that does like ×8 damage if she is under like the death penalty thing, which is what, like it does a countdown and after 60 counts she dies. Yeah. If she's under that, it does like ×4, and if she has like another ailment, it's ×8. And you can set it up so she just does like ×8 damage all the time. It's wild. And you can give her a bunch of steel materia to boost up.
I've never thought about that.
Yeah. That's one thing I used to like to do. It's OP. Because you can just wreck people before she dies. And I think you can even cure the status and if you need to. And then with Cloud, he has a weapon that does more damage if you have dead teammates. So obviously they don't get experience points, but you can do some like ridiculous damage with that weapon. And
yeah.
Oh, what's up?
I've never known about either one of those.
Yeah, a lot of the weapons and armor in Final Fantasy VII have hidden abilities that they don't tell you about in the game at all.
Huh.
Yep. Um, here's a combo I'm using. So I got like bored of doing those things, so I'm trying something different this playthrough. Vincent has a weapon, sniper something.
CR.
Oh yeah, sniper CR, and it has a. Okay, its accuracy is as high as it can get, 255. But it's not very strong. Okay. You can there's a move called Death Blow in the game.
Yep.
Which does it's like always crits, but it has a high chance to miss.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the sniper CR equipped and you use Death Blow, it takes the 100% hit thing into calculation. So you can do crit hits every time. Like I was hitting with Vincent with this Death Blow, and it was doing almost as much damage as the other two guys' limit breaks were doing. So the limit breaks were doing 1,000 damage, and Vincent's doing 900 damage every turn.
I don't know. The only comparison I can make to that is Chrono Trigger. Toward the end of the game, you can give your main character, I think it's the Rainbow Sword. And there's a couple things. You put a thing like he has like a 75% chance of doing a critical. And you put another thing on him that gives him a 50% chance of counterattacking. Or something like that, one way or the other.
I forgot how to drink water.
I thought you were dying for a second.
Me too.
Breathe.
Excuse me.
Well, on that note. Anyway,
Chrono Trigger?
Chrono Trigger.
Yeah. That's what makes those games good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, is being able to play around with combos like that.
There's a certain charm about getting to the point in the game where you can just absolutely fuck somebody up every single... It's between that and like the magic attacks, like the Luminar attack and stuff. It's just like an unstoppable battering ram.
Dude,
Now,
yeah. Go on, Mike.
speaking of combos,
Mm-hmm.
what is your counterattack combo at the end of the game of Final Fantasy VII?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't have like a set one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mine, I'll set counterattack with Ultima,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll have Master Magic paired with Quadra Magic. So every time I get hit, I'll counter with Ultima 4 times.
Oh wow. It's pretty ridiculous.
Either that or Comet. So you'll counter with Comet 2 4 times. So it's a total of 16 hits.
Oh wow. I like to play offensively. I don't think I use the magic a lot in the game. I use healing a lot. I don't really use offensive magic. Like summons, I hardly ever touch the summons in that game.
See, I don't like to use the summons a lot until I get to where I absolutely need to use them. On Ruby or Emerald or Sephiroth.
Yeah, right.
And that's all just Knights of the Round anyway.
True.
That or Final Attack in Phoenix.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet one too.
I really gotta play this game.
Yeah, the material system in Final Fantasy VII is really cool.
You've told me about... I mean, I think one of the very first things we were working on was...
It was.
We were wanting to do the video...
For the enemy skills.
I downloaded it on my computer from Steam. That's the first time I've ever done that. I'm that much closer to playing it. I've actually been spending a little more time, because for the last... when we first moved in here, even after I got the internet, I wasn't really spending a lot of time on the computer initially. The last couple of days I've actually spent more time on there. Just kind of just having fun with it, and I can actually play games and stuff. been playing Illusion of Gaia, not exactly cutting edge hardware, but
Classic.
I do need to put. Like, I finally have BioShock on there, which I bought the entire collection and never been able to play it. For some reason, it wouldn't run the computer.
That needs to be on next season.
I'm hoping. I played it on the PS Now service. I didn't like it, but there was two important things. One, that PS Now service. I mean, even plugged in with the hard line, it lags a lot.
It is garbage.
And second of all, with the exception of like Doom, I hate playing first-person shooters with a controller because it's like crawling through molasses. I don't give a shit whether a game's on PC or console. I don't care about that. But when it comes to FPSs, I have a lot better luck on the computer. With Arkham games, at least with the fighting aspect of it, you have better control on the computer than you do. Just because with the controller, you have to do more combinations of buttons versus like hitting one button on the keyboard. You know what I mean? Just that kind of stuff too. I don't know. I digress.
See, like Mortal Kombat is getting released on Steam, and there's no way I could ever try to come up. There's no way.
That's one I couldn't imagine playing with a keyboard. That's a controller all the way.
Definitely.
Just from the arcade concept of it, maybe you could argue that it could go both ways. I mean, you are using more of a flat, instead on the arcade you had the joystick and the buttons.
Yeah, right.
Oh, and for those kids who don't know what an arcade is, Jesus.
We have YouTube.
Okay.
If you don't know what arcade is, look up some arcade stuff. It's like the grandfather.
I still want to go to that one that you guys were telling me about downstate, and we can film it.
Yeah, if you come here, we'll go to Pinball Pete's for sure.
I've still never been there myself.
That place is incredible.
Pinball Pete's and what was the other one? It's like the adult Chuck E. Cheese. Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's.
There's also a place in downriver. It's called I think it's called Revved Up or something. I think they have games and stuff there too.
We'll have to do a little bit of...
There's one, I don't know if it's still there, but I've been to Great Lakes Crossing a couple of times, and they had like a 2-story arcade in there when I was in.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
I mean, it was a long-ass time ago, but it could still be in there.
So I didn't remember that, but I've only been there once, and that was like back in 2004. So who knows? That sounds bad. Yeah, we'll have to do a little bit of homework, and when you guys finally come down here, when you get a chance to, we'll have to try to make that part of it. That'd be awesome.
We'll Periscope. We'll do a Periscope from it or something. Hell yeah.
That we can just film, and we can make little vlogs. And...
Dude, there's so many cool games there. They have so many pinball machines. At least 20. They have DDR.
I was just about to say, you guys are not getting my fat ass on DDR.
I'll do it.
So don't even try.
I'll do it, and you can even record me.
I would
want
love
you to. But you can.
I mean, we're going to, regardless.
Right.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that place is crazy.
Do they have Guitar Hero there?
They do. I think. Okay, don't quote me on that. I believe that they do. They have quite a few. They have a. Let's see. I think they have that. They have a Mario Kart arcade game. Yeah.
I'm all about that.
Mario Kart GP. They actually have a pod racing game. It's crazy. You actually get in the pod.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. They have this giant Tetris game there. It's probably 10 feet tall. And it's played on a giant LED screen.
What?
Yeah, it's wild.
I would not have guessed any of that just from seeing the outside of the building.
Yeah, it's so nondescript, but it's on the street or it's on a strip with a bunch of other shit.
I'll end up having to play the Tetris one by myself because Todd will not play me ever again.
Oh no, dude! I thought it was fun. I love Tetris.
Yeah, we'll have to go there. It's crazy. It's in a basement. It's like down. You walk down these stairs, and it's just giant. Or you take the elevator. Either way, it's wild.
It's in Ann
What are
Arbor.
these cats that I'm seeing?
Those are called palicos.
That's Optimus Prime.
That's Optimus Prime, my palico. He's a cat. Dude, I don't know. That's one of the things in the Monster Hunter games. You get like a pet cat. I call it's fan service, as far as I'm concerned. You get to dress them up. You get to okay, so along with your armor, you get to craft armor for your palico. So mine has some kind of like bone armor on. Kind of looks like a bunny or something.
Bone armor.
Oh, you said bone.
Bone.
And with that, I believe it's time to bring this one to an end, gentlemen.
Yeah, we've been going for like 2 hours.
Well, as always, thank you for stopping in, Jazoo. Did I say that right?
I think so.
And keep an eye out. We will be doing more on our turn. I mean, that's a given. It's been too long anyway. We had so much other stuff going on. We just got to get to it eventually. But yeah, we had a lot of fun last time.
And if you have Steam, you can always join up.
Oh yeah.
We're always looking for more people to play.
Oh yeah.
We had one time? 4 or 5 of us playing.
Quite a few. Stone was his name? No, Rock. There was Scaris.
Me, you, and Keezy. I don't know if Iggy ever played with us or not. I feel like he came in there like one time or something.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe for a moment. We'll get back.
We gotta see if we can set up that Cards Against Humanity with Iggy also.
True.
Get 5 of us on there. God, that'd be fun.
When the planets align.
Right.
But definitely, give us a follow and turn on notifications because we're streaming all throughout the week.
Oh yeah.
Live streaming and pre-recorded.
I think Drazu said they've been following, but so yeah, when we play, you'll know about it.
Yes. And you can find more information out if you need a more BTV fix at BananaROMaTV.com, where you can find links to all of our socials. That name does sound familiar.
What was your name? Was your name Drazu on Steam? That's cool that you played with us. I'm glad you had a good time. That was a blast for us.
It was. That's why we talk so fondly about. Like we said, we actually did fire it up one time.
It was actually, in a weird way, when we started doing it, it was so successfmy. It was overwhelming, kind of. We'd get on and people would want to play.
Well, that's because there were supposed to be 2 of us doing it, and my schedule got
totally
fucked, and I had to start working on Fridays.
So I'm hoping that when we go back into it, we've learned some lessons about it's not just having one person though too. I was learning a lot about having people come play on your own server.
Mm-hmm.
Extra awesomeness. Does that sound familiar?
That does kind of sound familiar. I remember there was a cheese. I don't remember.
And some rock.
Like I said, it was overwhelming. There was kind of a lot of people who wanted to play on there.
That was by far the biggest spike of viewers, consistent
and
viewers
followers. That's so. And at that point, we might have been running the computer on our own, or the server off of our own computer. Like we started off doing that, and then we rented a server, and then so that's something we're experimenting with. Really, it's been fun, but it's been like a project to kind of get it down. So we rented a server earlier this year. I canceled it because we weren't really using it, but for a few months, I was experimenting with that again. So we're working on it. And I'm gonna have to check out on turn 2.
Yeah, I didn't know that was even a thing. Definitely.
So.
But yeah,
And if you're on Tabletop Simulator, just since we're talking about multiplayer gaming, you can definitely join us for something like that.
One guy made a house out of only brick. Does that sound familiar to you guys?
It does. That is insane because bricks are so rare. Dude, it was wild. I don't know what was going on. There was like people doing all kinds of things. Rocco or whatever his name was. He just kept coming back. He'd come back with a car, and then he'd be like, "Do you guys need supplies?" And I'm like, "Sure." And he'd drop all this stuff, and I'm like, "What?" He set up a shop. He set up a shop in the game, and he had his stuff locked away, and you could like trade him money for things that he found.
No, that is cool.
It was wild, and then I think that part of the service got deleted because I didn't know what I was doing. Talking about the learning stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to save the server properly. Yeah, that was crazy.
Definitely keep an ear to the ground because we're going to be getting back into that. Like I said, now we have a new studio too, a new place to actually work on this stuff.
Nelson's got a blog about Unturned too. Yeah, he remembers Rocco. It was around that same time. That was good. That's when we met Scaris.
Mm-hmm.
Scaris, hopefully, he came around last time we were playing Unturned.
He popped up in
came
Discord
around
the other
recently.
day too.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Well, speaking of which, you can find we have a Discord channel where we all
feel free to. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Oh,
Well, yeah, it's, we all get on there and we talk about we leave everybody know when we're going live or when we're streaming, just various things that are going on.
If you have a Discord name, type it in, and we'll get you added to our Discord channel right now.
And if you're a pro wrestling fan, we also have the TGW Discord channel, the Lowe's Guys Wrestling, which is Evil Penguin and I doing our wrestling thing.
Wrestling.
RASSLIN, that's wrestling.
That's wrestling.
But hook up with us, BananaROMaTV.com. We got links to all that stuff. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, which we actually have a short URL for the moment. We're trying to get our full URL, which holla. And you can find, we all actually have individual Twitter handles as well. You can find me at Oddsman311, Felix.
FelixNloom.
And Evil Penguin.
At EvilPenguin1981.
Yes, I gotta change that on here. It's still Evil Penguin Gaming. That fucks me up every time.
Okay, he says he's not that much into wrestling, but I'm gonna go add him to our Discord channel right now.
We got to get him converted.
We do got to convert him.
Wrestling. At least he spelled it properly.
You got it. You know.
Okay, here let's
Let's see.
here, let's.
Is it time to give a shout out to our followers?
Yes, it is.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Jerzu, I'm gonna add you as a friend, and then I'll send you an invite.
Hang on, I got links here. Copy link address here. Boop, 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 boop. Where's all the stuff? There's one. Hey, Moobot. Thanks, Moobot.
Moobot was
Thanks, Moobot.
in out of nowhere. Holy shit.
D-R-E.
He's been sleeping on the job. I was like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be telling people about YouTube. Did they hear us say YouTube? Is that what causes it to... It seems like every time we start talking about it, it pops. So I don't know if that's just
YouTube. Maybe. No, maybe it's just a weird coincidence. Can you
Moobot's
hear
a
us?
bitch.
Can you... Can you hear us, Moobot?
Moobot's mother.
Are you there?
Okay.
All right, Jerzu, I just sent you a friend request.
Okay, let me see. It's my time to shine. I don't know if it is my time, but I'm taking it. I'm gonna let you finish.
Greedy bastard.
So TSM Trooper, thank you for the follow 11 hours ago. King of the Hive, thank you for the subscription 1 day ago. Armageddon TV, thanks for the follow 4 days ago. I don't know when the last time I did a shout out was, so I'm gonna go back a little further. DJ Sky Blues 12, Ja Lover, Game Lover, and I know we read this one out before, but I'm going to say it again. The Lone Token.
The Lone Token. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Drezu, for hanging out tonight, and thanks for joining the Discord community and making friends.
And we want to let you know, starting this week, if you missed the show live, you can catch it on Monday nights. You can catch the replay on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. And the highlight won't be available until Monday as well. And we also are going to start releasing a blog, kind of an update every week. This is kind of wrap up, the same stuff we covered here. Our followers, our new subscribers, so on and so forth. So keep an eye on that. That'll be at WordPress, which you can find a link to at BananaROMaTV.com, where you can find a link to all things BTV. That'll be starting tomorrow. Yes, catch that at be debuting that at 8 o'clock on Facebook and 8 o'clock on YouTube. And we really appreciate that. I hope you come back when we stream again this week and next Sunday when we do our thing once again. The weekly ROMcast.
Oh, the video stopped. I just added you, Trezu. I sent you a friend request on Discord anyway.
Yeah, you might want... I can't figure this out. It says tap to add a note. I don't know. We can... We'll figure it out after.
I need a doll.
Here we go. Send message. I figured it out.
Yay. Learning. Okay.
Paste. And that's the link to our Discord.
Excellent.
So I sent you a message. There you go.
Anything else, gents?
Nope, that about covers it. Thank you once again, Drezu, for all your support. It means more to us than you can imagine. Thank you to all of our
So
followers.
much appreciated.
We got more stuff coming. We have so much more stuff on the horizon. We're just getting going. So tune in next week and be back tomorrow for the final chapter of Mother 3, followed by whatever else. Well, I gotta work on. So I won't be streaming tomorrow night, unfortunately. But
so Mother 3 at 4, Pokemon at midnight.
Yes. And you can catch the replay of the ROMcast on Facebook and YouTube at 8 o'clock. And, we hope to see you guys in. Thank you for joining us at the BTV Studios. I have been OzSmith311 with FelixNloom.
Peace out.
And Evil Penguin 1981.
Good night.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys next week.